Hello, hello, everybody. I'm Victor Brooks, and welcome back to the Victor Brooks Show Instagram Indie Fam series. Y'all come on in here. We are literally about 2 minutes behind 5 p.m. Eastern Time, where we're here with our guest today, CARA LIANNE. And I am so excited to welcome Kara in. We had a couple of technical Wi-Fi difficulties, but we're up and rolling. I'm here, you're here. Johnny Willis, Chi-Town's finest, is here. EJ Plummer, Johnny Willis, what's happening, brother? Much love, man. My brother and friend for, oh my goodness, Johnny, over what, 45 years? May Lee, 0919, thank you for joining us. And everyone who's able to join us live, I thank you for taking your time to do that. I know it's, life is hectic, but when you're able to join us live, I truly appreciate you, truly appreciate you. And for those in our larger audience that's able to join us on the recorded version, we thank you for that as well. And everyone keeps sending these videos. You know, I have my own list of how can I say, industry personnel all across the world that I send my videos to, the episodes, and that's what I encourage you to do. If there's an artist through the conversations you see and hear on these episodes that feed you something, that give you something, hey, send it on to another artist or send it on to anybody you think may enjoy or enjoy it just as much as you do. Send it on, y'all. Send these videos. Natasha, thank you so much, Natasha. Javon Pearson, one of comedy's finest here, joining us. Thank you. What an honor, Javon Pearson, for joining us. Two-time Emmy Award-winning comedy writer and stand-up actor himself. Please follow Javon Pearson's page, ladies and gentlemen. I see that our guest, Kara, is here. And, I have a... Well, I'm going to wait until I get into the conversation with Kara because I have no doubt that Kara's journey, the talk of her journey, will be one that will inspire and one that we definitely will have with us after we finish this particular episode, but take it with us. Carmen Cabarrus, Barcelona, Spain. Thank you so much, Carmen, for joining us today in our talk with Kara. Let me see if this works. Difficulties we had today. Debbie Jack, thank you. Thank you. I accepted the invite, Kara. Hopefully you saw it. The invite was accepted. Let's see on my side. Yep, it says that it was accepted. I tell you what, Kara, I'm going to cancel the request, and I'm going to send you an invite as well and see if you see there the invite I just sent to you. But ladies and gentlemen, oh, there she is. Welcome, 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 Kara. How are you today? Thank you.
I am so happy to be here.
I am too. I really, really am, Kara. And the fact that you've taken your time on a Friday evening to come and talk to us.
Well,
Appreciate you.
you have such a positive energy on social media, and you know that doesn't always happen. So I'm more than happy to be here with you.
Oh, Kara, we truly appreciate you. And if you see anybody that's on here that you know or you want to shout out to, please at any time say hello to them. And Kara, whenever I scroll through Instagram, and that's what I find myself doing, and now my thumbs during the end of the day could be hurting because I'm looking and scrolling through. And whenever an artist or whether it's a painter, whether it's a singer, whatever, catches me for those few seconds that they're there or what they have posted, I have to click that. And I encourage you all, Indie Fam and Positivity Posse. I know you do the same thing, y'all, but hey, Do it. If it feeds you, click it and follow them. And that's what I did with our guest, Cara, today. Cara, your energy as an artist is undeniable. Tell me, what is your passion? What gives you that we feel when we watch your clips? What is it?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know if that would be better served by the people that I connect with. I think um, I really love connecting with people. I really love having conversations and looking people in the eye and knowing that people are with me and I'm with them. Whether I'm singing or, I mean, social media is a bit. I mean, it's not always easy for me to do the posting, and so if I can just always keep in my mind when I'm doing that, why I'm doing it, like that it kind of serves this greater purpose. So maybe that's it.
No, gotcha. And I mean, when artistry to you, when did you know that you were an artist? That art was something that, hey, you know what? I want to do this. Was it like I want to do this, or was like I have to do this? Which one was it for you?
Ooh, I love that question. Hey, Tracy, and hey, Deb.
Hey, Tracy.
I
Hey,
see my
Tracy.
sister there, my girlfriend.
Welcome,
Um,
welcome.
Gosh, when did I know? I mean, I feel like it's just always been part of who I am, um,
Hmm.
singing in particular.
Okay.
Um, I didn't start speaking until I was 2 or 2.5 years old. Hey, Michelle. And,
Okay.
uh, and then I just started singing, and then that was it. So
Yeah.
it just kind
Yeah.
of feels like it's had so many iterations over the years, singing country, singing classical, singing blues. It's had so many different teaching, doing master
Yeah.
classes, adjudicating music festivals. So there's been this huge trajectory and winding road. So
Winding roads. I got you. And ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you, go to Kara's website. I'm going to say that again. Go to her website. You know the sections on the websites, everybody, where we can hear the music or see the gallery or read the about? Read that about. Okay? Because that about kind of fills you in or will fill you in on basically what Kara's given us right now. Kara, you have a varied musical arena, would I say. Would you
yeah,
agree with that? Yeah.
absolutely. Yes.
And what give us some of that? Like what are some of the expressions that kind of fit your style? Like what you give us?
Oh my God, I just really love great music. And
Okay.
so, I started off in my early 20s singing country and kind of more pop music. And then it wasn't
Hmm.
until I was in my late 20s that I went to university and actually studied classical singing and kind of fell in love with that too. And then
Hmm.
somewhere along the way in that 20 years since I graduated, I kind of thought there was only one way to do it. It was like, if you're an opera and a classical singer, this is what you have to do. This is the path. Even though I lived in a remote community 4.5 hours north of where I am now, it was still kind of this same mentality. And then to be completely honest with you, at the beginning of COVID, a dear friend of mine, Greg, said, "Hey, why don't you start posting some videos on Facebook?" And my first one was Stay, the cover of Rihanna's song that a really great blues singer that I love, Colin James, Canadian blues singer, he had covered it. And so that was my first video. And then I started doing all this other music, and I remembered how much I love it all. And everything has kind of unfolded since then. So I still, of course, sing opera and classical because I love it. And then also have added recording in and touring with a band. I just toured with a band for the first time ever in October. And it was a tribute to John Denver. And it's amazing.
A
Do it
tribute
again.
to John Denver? You
Pardon
said a
me?
tribute to John Denver?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
What was that experience with the band and the tour and all of that like? What was, please fill us in on that. Yeah.
um, it was so fun. I mean, absolutely fantastic group of musicians.
Okay.
And I had performed as a guest soprano opera singing artist with them twice. And
Wow.
then when their lead female singer couldn't make it out on tour with them, they asked me to join them. I said yes immediately. And it was just, I mean, 15 people in a 15-person van. We were cozy for almost 3 weeks. And so, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
it's just, I mean, it's just the music. It's just standing there and watching people express through music, and then to have the audience. I mean, it's all this layers of joy, really. It was fantastic. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and that crowd connection, that live crowd connection, that energy. What what is it? Explain. I know the way I feel when I know. I see. I grew up an introvert, and I didn't understand what an introvert was until I got a lot older, and then found out I really wasn't an introvert. I'm more of an ambivert, where I said,
Oh,
"Oh,
yes,
okay,
yes,
so I
yes.
have this and that together," and it
Yes.
it
Oh, I
happens a
totally get
lot.
it.
You too? You too?
Yes, I
Oh,
get
okay.
that. I totally understand that.
And
Yes.
it's something about though when I don't know. I think as an artist, we can be a lot of times, and I know I can, my own worst critic at times as an artist, whether it's recording or whether it's a live performance or I have a melody of a song and I'll live with that song in hibernation until I just have to share it with somebody, you
Ooh.
know? And but do you go through those times in your artistic journey where you're like, this self-doubt is kind of getting me right now?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Victor. Yes, of course. A million times a day, really. I mean, and I mean, I actually really like getting older. Can we just say that? Because
Yeah.
I get closer to and are we swearing on these lives?
You are being you, whatever. I got your back either way.
I get
Go ahead.
close to the whole fuck it business because I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
what? Like, I
yeah.
love the music. I love meeting people. I love singing. So it's not perfect all the time. This is how things work. So, and I had that perfectionist piece for a long time. That just goes right along with the self-doubt. But now every time I hear it, I just think, like you said, like what's the worst that can happen? Like, let's be real here. Let's say I totally fuck up an audition. What's the absolute where I still have a beautiful life. I have beautiful people in my life. I'm still gonna do my thing. It's not nothing ends. So
Yes, nothing ends. Nothing
yeah.
ends. That's right. Oh, you know what? Being an artist, you know what? I couldn't see if there's a thing to reincarnation. I don't know, because who knows, right? But if there is, I want to come back as an artist, and I'll tell you why. From what you just said, it's because of once I believe we accept the fact that we're artists. We were born this way. This is who we are. Embrace it, celebrate it, love it, right? And then even in that, we're embracing the fears, the unknowns, the Star Trek of it all, what's the next frontier and how is this going to happen? And I really believe that only comes when we go beyond, like you just mentioned, you did in your journey, and are doing opera, classical training. But then I find myself on a 15-person tour doing a tribute to John Denver. Your gate is open.
Yeah. Yes.
You
Yes.
know, your gate's open. And that endlessness as an artist. Oh, and I see the thumbs going up. Exactly, y'all. You know what I'm saying. The artist thing, leaving that gate open. How important, Cara, do you think it is for an artist to, lack of a better term, leave those gates open? Leave
Oh,
the gates open.
oh my gosh. It is so critical. In fact, I was just having a conversation with somebody about this the other day because again, when I was on this whole like, there's only one way to do things, part of that was was kind of going by everybody else's rules.
Ooh.
You know,
Yes.
and so all of a sudden, when I decided that I would take ownership of my artistry and my creativity and who I connected with, I said a while back, I don't want to work with anybody that I don't like, and I haven't.
Come on, energy.
I mean, come on. We need to eat, and there's things
Right,
we do.
right, right.
There's certain things we do in the day that we don't love. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
But I mean, in the
that's
big
fine.
picture,
Yeah.
if you're open to whatever, honest to God, the best times in my life have been when I've remained open and I'm in the flow and I'm not fighting it. I have to get in with this company. I have to get in with this company. Those aren't the times that I succeed. The times that I succeed is when I go, what's next? This was fantastic. I'm going to live in the nostalgia and the beauty and the people that I touched, the people that touched me, and then what's next? Like, those are my best moments. So I can't stress that enough.
Oh, you just almost jumped through the screen on that one. That is, you know, and I co-sign on that. Yeah. Oh, I wish, well, it's on. Okay, y'all, that part right there is recorded. Please play that back, what you just said. In emotion, that it's like, you know, because that's, I believe that a lot of times we can stifle, you know, what it is that we can actually, as an artist, give to the world. Which leads me to another question. I love talking to you. This is fantastic. The mission of an artist. Is there a mission collectively, or is there an individual mission? What's the mission of artistry to artists? What do you think?
Ooh, that's a great question. Hi, Barb. Hi, Alicia.
Hey,
I saw
Barb.
you too. Yes, Deb, you have. Oh my gosh. That's so interesting because you know, some artists think, well, we have to, you know, kind of uplift people to a certain level, and other people say we're just entertainers.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's really all of it. And I know that sounds so general, but I feel like because it's whatever someone in the audience is going to, however they're going to connect with you, whether it's just like, oh yeah, I love the groove, man, I love oh, this is such great music, that's fine. And then when they look, and then after a performance, if you're looking in someone's eyes and they're telling you a story about something that was so meaningful to them that it brought them to tears, you're just I'm just a channel. I just get to be in that experience I just get to relive that experience with them because of and it kind of happens to be that I'm the one on stage, but we're still collectively in it. We're still all in the experience. It's not like, you know, of course the clapping is lovely and all of that. It's beautiful, but there's just something so much deeper, I think. So and I love getting into that with people. Like, I love that level of connection.
Yes.
But I'll also, you know, jazz hands too. Like, I'm also,
Yes, that's
come
right.
on. Yeah. Woo, let's have a good time up on stage. There's that too. So.
Oh my goodness. You know, yeah, because you know, it's a receptacle feed thing that's going on. You know, we're feeding and we love to get fed as well. It's something like you just so beautifully put it. It's something about when you connect with total strangers, but we identify.
Yeah.
It's hard. Well, I see people saying, I love that. I see, who is this saying that? Oh, Barb Metzel said, love that. You know what we're talking about, Barb. And so many artists, you know what I'm saying? We're in a house full of strangers, a venue full of strangers that we don't know personally. But when that music and artistry begins to connect, somehow we all realize we're in this thing together, y'all. We know. We've connected audience to vessel, like you just put it, you know? We did it. Barb, would it be imposing to just ask you for anything impromptu a cappella?
Me?
Yes, you. Yes, you. Yes, you. Wait, the lights, camera, action just hit you out the booth, but it something says, Oh my God. Somebody said you too, your energy's off the charts. Oh, that's great. Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I would do that. Do you want some opera?
I want I want Kara. Whatever Kara is feeling, Kara's gonna give and we're gonna dig it.
I've just working on this. I've just been working on this one today, so I will. Yeah. So this is a little bit of opera for you. Where does that thing start now? Confin del mare e poi la nave appare.
Oh my goodness, you talk about a cliffhanger. Come on, we don't want that to stop. That was fantastic, Kara. Oh, look at the PBS, sing it. Look, thumbs going up, hearts and stuff. You just, oh, well, how do you like them apples? That's right, Greg. Alicia says, yeah, she's awesome. That's right. That was fantastic. Fantastic. Hey, Indie Fam and Positivity Posse, our family of artists. Now you see why. When I'm scrolling through and somebody hits something there into here, I said, I got to share this with the Indie Fam and send an invitation to see if this artist would please come on and let's get to know them. It is a pleasure getting to know you, Kara, and your artistry. And then you just, we call it down south in Memphis, where what I call home, we call that flatfoot singing. With no band, no anything. You just 2 feet sitting there and just give us you, and that's what you gave. Singing in another language. When do you remember the first piece of music that took you to another language that you had to learn? And what was that experience like?
Oh gosh, it was a very long time ago, Victor. So I would have been in high school taking lessons,
Okay.
and there's kind of a standing joke with classical singers that everybody learns from this book called The 24 Italian Arias or something.
Okay.
It's the 24 greatest hits. And
Okay.
so a lot of beginning singers, it's fantastic for learning the technical aspects of classical singing and for singing in a different language. And so it must have been either Amarilli or Caro mio ben. It was one of those pieces that some of you will recognize. And I honestly, I think every time I do it, it gets a little bit deeper. I think even when I was in university, I mean, hopefully my university teacher doesn't see this. I don't think I even really understood it then. Like I feel like every time you hear the nuance of a language, you hear the syntax, you hear the, I have some Italian friends now. So when I hear the language and hear the way they speak, and the temperament of the composer. So there's so many layers to it. So I feel like every time I sing it, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit deeper. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. And when you heard yourself, was there a moment, or has there ever been a moment when you're performing a piece of music in another language and it hits you in the middle of that, daggone it, I'm singing in another language.
What the hell
That
am I
feels
doing?
good. Has it ever hit you like, in other words, what does it do for you to know that that's an accomplishment artistically that you are giving in conjunction with your artistry?
That's an interesting question. It doesn't happen to me I don't know that, I don't remember that it's ever happened to me on stage, but there
Mm-hmm.
have been moments where I've listened to a recording and I think, oh, that's me. And I believe me. Like that's a big thing, right? Like someone can sing pretty any day of the week. Like there are so many sopranos out there. So as long as I can be true about it, as long as that can happen, that's important to me. So sometimes when I listen back and I go, oh, yeah,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
I can do
Yes.
this.
That's
So
right. That's right. What
yeah.
and you know what? I'm just curious too. Is I get emails since this has started. I don't care whether it's an email I have to translate or it's an email that, I can understand the language. It's coming from an artist. And that's something that keeps my passion to keep doing this platform, to keep putting it out there. The message of no matter what language we speak, no matter where we're from, no matter what our beliefs in anything, our humanistic beliefs, our socio-religious beliefs, or whatever it is, all around the world, if we're an artist, we have the same feelings about a lot of things. We have the same fears. We have the same we have the same feelings of artistic expression and want to give. And when you give something in another language, just the fact that we can feel that, like what you just performed, I didn't understand the words, but I felt you.
Mm.
Like others who will hear a Pavarotti or hear something that we don't understand in the language, but we can feel it. What is your take on the power of artistic expression and delivery? Whether it is let's stick with singing and music,
Yeah.
being able to express, to deliver as a singer, your artistry and giving that feeling to somebody. How important is it in developing your own style of delivery?
Oh gosh, it is absolutely crucial. And I think part of it too, that I've also learned since I started writing music, which is fairly new for me,
Mm-hmm.
um, like it's almost like, don your own oxygen mask first. Like you have to be able to move yourself and be moved by the material, or not necessarily like, oh, my voice is so
Yeah,
voice is so great, but there has to be an element of it that is moving me too, so that we can experience that together.
gotcha.
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
I mean,
Yeah.
I totally agree. I think that, yeah, we are all so similar, and
Yes.
I even just recognizing that is amazing.
Yeah. Because 17 at 7, I'm going to tell you why that question was because I have a computer on the side here, everybody, that when I'm live on Instagram, I'm also on the computer with emails that are coming through of other people that are watching who are watching. And we have 17 at 7 out of Saint-Denis, France. That is a class of artists, Astrid in Saint-Denis, France, has developed a program where her artists are watching through her one scope
Oh,
here
oh,
with her
oh, oh,
camera, but
oh.
it's about 20 people watching from that one scope out of France. And she's delivering, and there are questions that are coming through. And that was a question from one of the
Ah.
students there. So they just are wondering, how does that, when you have to sing in another language or delivering an interpretation
Mm,
to an audience that doesn't speak your mother tongue. And you just answered it so well. It's about that feeling as an artist that you give,
yeah.
that delivery. Um, and, please tell us what you're doing now. I know you had 2 recordings in 2022, right? 2 recordings?
Yeah, 2 in 2022 and then 2 this year as well.
Okay. And
Yeah.
tell us how that's going. How you feeling about your recordings and all of that good stuff.
Gosh. Okay, first of all, bonjour to France. Hello, comment ça va? So it's all very new. I wrote one in 1994. So that's how the songwriting started. And I wrote that for my boyfriend at the time, who became my husband, who is no longer my husband.
Okay.
And then in 2022, I ended up writing kind of the exit song to that marriage. So it was like this little bookends. It was something that needed to happen. And then all of a sudden I thought, oh, I could do this more. This is really cool. So a girlfriend of mine and we're always talking about life, all of these conversations, all about connecting with people and this kind of thing. So we decided to write lyrics together, and then I ended up doing a cover. It's all kind of just, and it's the same energy as we talked about at the very beginning. It's like, what's next? I know there's going to be more. I know that will unfold. I don't really know what it's like just yet.
That's right. That's right. There you go. You know what, Cara? Keep recording, keep writing, keep performing, keep giving us you. Your artistry is what we need. Your energy is what we need. It's especially right now. Come on, y'all. You know, I pick and choose the times I watch the news. I really do. I pick and choose when I want to watch the news. But we know that life right now can be heavy, and we know that life right now is crazy for so many people. But I truly believe that artistry is the medicine, not can be the medicine, but is the medicine for what we need. I really do, Cara.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah, and especially delivered by an artist like you. Cara, thank you for coming on today. Thank you so much, my friend.
Pleasure. Thank you. I cannot wait to come to New York and meet you.
Oh, no. I'm on New York time, but I'm in North Carolina. I live between North Carolina
I've never been there.
Yeah, and Los Angeles. I'm in Los Angeles and North Carolina, but yeah. So, and I love North Carolina. I love it. I also love California, but there's something to love at each place, you know, as long as that artistry can keep going. That's what we want. That's what we want. So do you want to give anything in parting? Please tell us where to keep in touch, where to download, what to follow, please. How do we keep in touch with Cara?
Well, definitely. If you go to my website, CARA LIANNE McLEOD.com, you can subscribe and you will be, I do not spam. I can barely keep up with social media. So don't worry about getting an email every day from me. So just if I have a performance coming up, or if I have singles coming out, or that kind of thing, I will update the people who have subscribed on my VIP list. So
there you go. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it, and I know you felt it. And yes, this is my commercial for this episode, because you know I do that back and forth. But this is the why, and you know now the why of why I had to have Queen Cara on this show today. And now I know you felt it. I've seen your thumbs going up. I've seen your hearts that you've given. Share this episode. Put this episode down in your box where I learned how to do, where I can send like 50 at one time. Please do that. Get this out to everybody that you know, and let them hear what Cara gave you today and gave us all today. Thank you again, Cara. We'll be in touch.
Okay.
And we're connected, sister. We'll talk to you there.
Yes, we are. Thank you.
All right.
Cheers.
Hey, everybody. You heard it today. Cara gave us her heart, gave us her artistry. She gave us what it is that we needed today. You know, and that's the power of artistry. I don't care if you have 7 followers or 7 million followers. You're still an artist. And I'm talking to my artist family today. Don't let the numbers fool you. You know, what was that commercial said? Don't let the smooth taste fool you. I think, Schlitz small liquor beer. But it's the same concept. Don't let the numbers fool you. If you got, I'll say it again, 7 followers or 7 million followers, you're still an artist. Don't equate the numbers to your artistry. Don't equate the numbers to your need to create. Don't do it, because why? You'll end up falling short of what your creativity is all about. And we need you, artists. Keep painting those paintings. Keep writing those books. Keep writing those songs. Keep giving us those plays. Keep giving us those movies. Give us your tone and your project of artistry. Why? Because only you can tell that story. Only you can sing that song the way we need to hear that song sung. Only you can give us you. No one else can. Keep giving it to us, y'all, and keep watching for the promos. We're going to keep putting these episodes up as long as there's an artist that wants to tell their story. Victor Brooks is going to be here to help introduce them and their artistry the best that we can to the world. Much love and much respect, and we'll see you next time on the Victor Brooks Show, Instagram Indie Fam Series. Talk to you then.